What's up, Capoeira Training Club? This is Macaquinho, and I'm making this video because I have a few students who, due to life circumstances, they can't make it to class every so often, and they would love to keep on doing something from home, maybe while they're traveling. So it's gonna be about 30-minute workout that you can do from home. It's mostly tailored for our beginner students, so that way you guys don't get too rusty. You guys can keep on moving and being limber and flexible and improving on some of the basic things that we teach in Capoeira classes. So with that, let's start with a light warm-up and let's just move right now. So I'm thinking that you might be working from a hotel. Some of you guys are working from your living room and there's not that much space to move. So we're gonna keep it tight. We're gonna do a few movements that move your whole body so that you can get the blood flowing, the muscles warmed up, the joints lubricated. So we're gonna do a few of these. Now we're gonna do soldier walks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're gonna warm up our shoulders a little more. And very important, our necks. Right now we're just doing a bit of a quick dynamic warm-up. Keep in mind that you gotta listen to your body. This is a warm-up, so if I'm pushing it too hard and you're feeling like your body is protesting a little bit, go easier. This is not the portion of the workout where you're gonna kill yourself just yet. That might come later. So we're doing now, and now ears to shoulders. If you're doing this in the morning, or at least for me, this is the one that's really important because sometimes my neck can be funny if I've slept in a funny way, or if I'm doing this right after sitting at a desk for 8 hours or so. I also pay attention a lot to my neck. All right, let's do our back. So we're gonna do what I call here, and then go balanço, and warming up the back. This is actually a movement that's used in Capoeira, believe it or not, as an escape. I'm not the best at doing this movement in the middle of the roda, but I like to. And basically you would avoid a kick that's coming your way by going, it looks like the Matrix almost, like as if you were going all Neo on the movement. But anyhow, that's just me geeking out. Let's do a few more. And one more. All right, so here we go. Now we're gonna do what we call Cocorinha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Shake those wrists and your ankles too. Let's imagine you're hitting a punching bag while moving your wrists. And now let's continue to warm up, but we're gonna do it with a Jinga. So we'll just start with our basic Jinga step. Pay attention to a couple of things. Make sure that your arms are correct. If your right knee's to the front, your left arm is blocking over here. The way I kind of imagine it is as if I'm closing myself. And so let's just Jinga. Go slowly at first. I know some of you are new to this movement, so just get used to it. Try to go flowing with it. It's not so stiff. Notice how I'm kind of landing back here and pushing forward. Same here. This arm is up here for guard. The other arm is out here for balance. There you go. And make sure the back leg is not crossing behind you, or behind this leg I should say. That is staying either middle or right behind it, but not crossing past it. So, Jinga. Let's stay here for a little bit. Let's get these muscles warmed up. And today we're actually gonna start keeping the warm-up of our legs with the Eskiva lateral escape. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go on the count of 3. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, Eskiva lateral. Now from here, I want you to go to the other side, Eskiva lateral. Here we go, Eskiva lateral. Now notice how I'm lifting my heel on that back leg. You don't want it flat and straight, leaves you vulnerable for a kick. So you're here, up, switch, and we're gonna do 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jinga. Now we're gonna do it with the Jinga on the count of 3. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, Eskiva lateral. There you go. Back and 1, 2, 3, Eskiva lateral. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, Eskiva lateral. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, Eskiva lateral. 1, 2, 3, Eskiva lateral. And 1, 2, 3, Eskiva. 2, 3. Now we're going faster. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Nice. Jinga. Stay in the Jinga. Starting to feel my breath get a little bit heavier, which is good. So now we're gonna go ahead and do meia lua de frente. So from the back, we're gonna do our kick from Jinga base. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. From base da Jinga, we're gonna go 1 and back. 1, 2, 3. 2 and back. 1, 2, 3. 3 and back. 1, 2, 3. Make sure that leg is straight and you're pushing through across your body and back. 1, 2, 3. All the way through and back. If you can, work on pushing your hips forward. 2, 3. So I'm going here, pushing the hip forward and back. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. All the way through, pushing forward, back. 2 more. 1, 2, 3. All the way through. And 1 more. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Now stay in our Jinga. Relax for a moment. While you're on the Jinga, I want you to get used to resting in the Jinga, which is not the easiest thing, but you'll get there. So from here, we're gonna work on the Cocorinha. So the Cocorinha is an escape where you're just tipping down, boom. So important things to remember when you're here: make sure your feet are both flat on the ground, that if you don't have the flexibility in the ankles and you're falling back on your butt, you can go ahead and be a little bit on your heels, that then you have one hand down for support and stability in case you get pushed back, and then the other one is blocking your heel. If the kick is going this way, then you're blocking here, head tilted this way. If the kick is going the other way, blocking here, tilt it that way. If you need to, then you can block here if you see that kick is coming towards your head. Otherwise, you're down here, kind of looking, peering through. So with that, let's go ahead and do it. We're gonna do a little bit of double time on this one as well, just to keep on working our legs. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. I want you to go 1, back, base, 2, back, base, 3, 4, so you go paralela, base, 5, paralela, base, 6, paralela, base, 7, paralela, base, 8, paralela, base, 9, and 10, and Jinga. All right, so this is a good time for you to pause the video and take a quick water break if you want. I'm just gonna relax for a quick moment, give you a few seconds. If you need more, you can pause the video, and then we're gonna get to working on our quesadas and martellos before we do a couple of combination drills. So here we go. Now, let's get back into it. Now we're gonna do our quesada, which is the kick that goes from the inside out. Quesada meaning to the queijo, our chins, and you're aiming for that as you kick and back. Make sure that that foot is flexed when you're doing the kick and all the way back. So here we go, Jinga, and actually let's do this. We're gonna do 10 on each side. So go ahead and freeze, and we're gonna go, here we go, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, make sure you're landing back in base, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Now, switch sides, same thing. It's important to make sure that as you're kicking, you're going all the way back to a solid base. So here we go. Keep your arms in guard and make sure that as you're doing the movements, notice how I'm using them to counter the motion of the leg and use them as a sort of balance. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Jinga, and relax a little bit. So now let's work on a little bit of our upper bodies. We've worked a lot of the legs. Now let's go ahead and do some AUs, or the variation of the AU if you're just getting into it, and then we'll work on the martello. So the AU, since imagine you're in a small space, what we can do is we can do it from side to side. So here we're gonna go here, and we're gonna go 1 hand down, 2 hands down. Easy version. Just hop a little bit, make sure that you're still facing me. So here we go. And here, and here. If you're a little more advanced, then go higher. So here we go. We're gonna do 10. So, 1, nice, 2, nice, 3, just adding some variety here, 4, nice, 5, nice, keep looking at me, not the floor, 6, floor's not going anywhere, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10, nice, good job. Relax for a moment. Whew, I felt that. So now we're gonna do martellos, the hammer kick, or more commonly known in English as the roundhouse kick. So important things about this kick, I'm gonna do it at a 45-degree angle so you can see the kick first chambers in. You're stepping sideways, your hips are facing 90 degrees from your opponent, knees up here, and then you kick through the opponent and back. Use your arms as a counterbalance to it. So here we go. We're gonna do it with the Jinga. We're gonna go slow and controlled at the beginning, and then we might try to go a little bit faster. So here we go, Jinga, and 1, 2, 3, kick, 1, and back to base. Here we go. 1, 2, tres, kick through, back to base. Again, 1, 2, 3, kick through, back to base. 1, 2, 3, through, back to base. 1, 2, 3, control it, land solid in your Jinga base. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Let's do 2 more. 1, 2, 3, and 1 more. 1, 2, 3, and through. Relax. All right. So we've done 3 basic kicks. We've done some good escapes with the Eskiva lateral and the Cocorinha. We've also done aus. Now let's do a little bit of a combination of a few of those movements. So let's work on the Eskiva lateral and meia-lua de frente. So what that's gonna look like is we're gonna go here to Eskiva lateral, boom, and then the leg that's bent is the one that gets up and does a meia-lua de frente to land back in paralela and then back to Jinga base. So Jinga, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go slowly. Eskiva lateral. Make sure you got good form. Then get up, paralela, chute, meaning kick, step, and then we're gonna go back here. 1, 2, 3. Eskiva lateral. You're countering with a meia-lua de compasso or meia-lua de frente and back. There you go. Here we go. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3. Again, Eskiva lateral. If you escape this way, that means there's a kick coming this way. Now you're getting up and you're countering the other way. Boom. And back the other way. 1, 2, 3. Eskiva lateral with a counter. Boom. Paralela, base. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Eskiva lateral, meia-lua de frente, paralela, base. Here we go. 2, 3. Here we go. Kick through, keep your form, paralela. There you go. 2, 3. Here we go. Kick through, and 1, 2, 3. There we go. Let's do 4 mais. 2, 3. Here we go. So this is 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Number 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 2. 1, 2, 3. And 1. Nice. Jinga. All right. Here we go. And relax for a moment. Breathe. Take a sip of water if you need to. Jiggle around. Do not sit still though. If you do, your body might become tense. It's harder to get back into the swing of things. So, this next drill or combination, we're gonna do your Cocorinha to Quesada. So this is what that's gonna look like. You're gonna go from base, so here, then we're gonna do Cocorinha as if a kick was going this way, meaning this arm is the one that is covering, and then we're gonna do Quesada, same thing, to counter the other way, right? So if a kick came this way, the Quesada is gonna come this way and back. What's up, Snow? So, right? Now, Jinga again. Say we're gonna do it from the other side. 1, 2, 3. You're gonna come down as if the kick was coming this way. And then we're gonna go ahead and do Quesada to base. So here we'll work on it together. And 2, 3. Cocorinha. And then imagine that the kick is going this way. Boom, boom. Good job. And boom. Dos, tres. Cocorinha. Kick is going this way and kick. Sorry, I think I switched it up on you a little bit there, but you get the hang of it. Here we go. One more time. Un, dos, tres. One more time with the explanation. You're gonna come down the arm that's up here, stays up here, as if the kick was going this way, and then you're gonna go boom, all the way back to base. So here we go. Un, dos, tres. Cocorinha. And kick. Nice. Un, dos, tres. Cocorinha. Kick. There you go. Un, dos, tres. Make sure you're landing back in base. Here we go. Un, dos, tres. Cocorinha and base. There you go. Now we're gonna do 10 of these. Here we go. And un, dos, tres. Cocorinha, Quesada. Un, dos, tres. Cocorinha, Quesada. Here we go. Un, dos, tres. Cocorinha, Quesada. Un, dos, tres. Cocorinha, Quesada. Now we're gonna do it on double time. So here we go. Un, dos, tres. Cocorinha, Quesada. We're just gonna do one more Jinga. Cocorinha, Quesada. One more Jinga. Cocorinha, Quesada. Nice. Here we go. Come on. Two more. Quesada. Come on. One more. And nice. Good job. Whew. Relax. Now we're gonna do our Kedah jihin. Translating to Kedah, to fall, G of hin. It's a strange word, which is the kidneys. And so, what it is, some of you guys have probably done this before in class. Easy version of it is, you start from Cocorinha, your hands are gonna be 45 degrees from each other and placed to the side almost as if you were doing a push-up on a 90-degree angle. But your hips are always gonna be facing forward. When you come here, you're gonna keep your elbow on top of your wrist the whole time, and then you're gonna go ahead and land on your hip area. So you just gotta find a way to put your hip there. Buddy, you're kind of in the way. And boink. And so you're gonna come here and push back and come over, right? So to the other side, you're gonna come here and same thing. Find your spot where you're gonna rest, center of gravity, and come back and come over here. Make sure that your elbow is always on top of your hand, because if you're not, sometimes it could cause injuries. So be very careful with it. So let's go easy, and then we're gonna build it up. We're gonna do 2 sets of 10, and we're gonna build up to a slightly more intermediate version as we go. So here we go. Let's go easy first. Hands down, and ooh. And hands down. Make sure your hips are always facing forward and that you're not looking at the floor, but you're looking to the front. Dos. Here we go. And tres. And cuatro. And cinco. And seis. Here we go. Sete. There we go. Oito and nove. One more. 10. Done with the first set. Relax, stretch out the legs. And now what we're gonna aim to do now is to go ahead and lift our heels or our knees from the floor. Knees and feet above from the floor. So here's what that looks like. You're gonna come down here, and then you're gonna lean over. If you can, go ahead and float the feet up. It's okay if your head touches the ground. You can use that triangle for stability. I just don't feel like it because there's dirt on the floor. Don't feel like being that interconnected with nature today. So here we go. And we're gonna go here and nice. And dos. And tres. And cuatro. Feel free to go at your own pace. Cinco. And seis. And sete. And oito. And nove. And last one, 10. Nice. Good job, you guys. Whew. Relax for a moment there. If you stuck through the whole class, you worked out your legs. You did 3 types of kicks. You did a couple of escapes as well as combinations, which is great, and your aus. So you've moved your whole body. So now it's time to do a quick cool down. You don't want to get super stiff after your workout. So cool down, I won't go into the full details, but you know, make sure you're stretching out your legs, you're stretching out your arms. If you have any part of your body that feels like it's a little tweaked or anything like that, make sure you give it some attention. And then enjoy the feeling. Good job if you did this from home or from a hotel or wherever you are. I really appreciate it. But make sure you get your behinds to class. So good job, Capoeira Training Club. This is Macaquinho signing out.